Hi, we're North Roberts.
And Colleen Bode.
And you're watching Bled White.
The making of.
Oh, great. Here's the producer.
Rolling.
I actually was involved in another zombie movie. I had over 300 auditions for the movie, and I was a little bit more serious about what we were doing, so I kind of wanted to take it to a different level, and I put that to the side. I went to Jose, I called him and I said, look, I need you to write a zombie film. I mean, we have all these people. We have to do this, you know. So he wrote this film in 3 days. And then the final draft was in 7. So it's just amazing, you know.
Hi, I'm actor North Roberts. Many of you may remember me from such films as Murder on the Border and Teenaged Bitch Fight. It was...
Jose and I had met briefly, and when I say briefly, I mean we bumped into each other for a half second on a previous set. I had seen him at screenings. I knew him by face, but we never had any lengthy conversations. He said, I wrote the character of Ed Around You. I want you to consider reading it. And, he said, just let me know in a couple of days. When he sent me the script, I couldn't put it down. You look at my previous roles, largely I play like just evil, bad people. I usually play an abusive person with a gun. It was really kind of flattering because I was reading the script and, you know, I want you to consider the role of Ed, and I thumbed through it and just, I'm like, I'm the good guy. It was such a, you know, so, but, you know, yeah, this as on screen anyway, was my first protagonistic role.
Real good eating over at Bled White restaurant. Sam is a lonely, sad farmer, lives out in the country with his wife and one son.
I'm going to tell Victor.
Don't!
Sam, we have no choice. The food is gone. There's no one left to help. It's over. We have to leave while we can.
But what about him? And my son has now been bitten, which means, of course, he is slowly becoming afflicted and will gradually turn into one of them.
And people really felt for him and the struggle that he had in having to leave his son.
Sam eventually has to make a choice on whether to kill or allow to be killed his wife or his son. He has to make that tough call.
Jen, once again, thank you for your fabulous work.
Anything for you.
My role in Bled White, I was one of the main zombie extras, but I was also the zombie trainer. The scene was we were in a kind of a cornfield and we're running through chasing the actors, the main actors, and I don't know, it was just kind of like the stance, and I kind of had an attitude. I got into the whole zombie groove, and they liked my zombie skills so much that I wound up being asked to train all the extras.
I was a zombie, a very good zombie, and I got to run a lot, and I was always the last one to catch up to whoever we were eating.
My particular scene was I was supposed to get like a chunk of ham from this guy's stomach and make it look like I was taking a chunk of his stomach out of the sky. What's nice about this film is that we're not just slow zombies, we're fast, agile, like zombies.
Definitely.
So you can bring like an extra part to that.
Cut. North Roberts here on the set of Ed White. in the middle of a freaking winter storm.
Come on, guys. Don't fall down. Don't fall down.
The exacting cruelty of director Jose Gomez has put us in a most unique situation.
It's okay.
The funny thing about this movie is we went through every single season. We went through like spring, almost a summer type feel, like freezing, and then rainy. I mean, it was just everything hit us.
Simply put, we had everything working against us.
And it's gonna haunt you.
Like I said.
Hold on, I hear talking.
Yeah.
We're getting
It's
shadows
because there's something
too.
going on in the right in this room right here. They've got a TV going in this room right here.
The technical term for the conditions weather-wise was stupid cold!
It was very, very cold out.
Just in the sense of, okay, day one, the set gets flooded out by a winter freaking tornado.
Cold.
Cold, yeah. And what was it like for you?
Cold.
I can't feel my face.
As if one winter tornado is not bad enough, there's another day we're on the set, and there's one touching down in the field behind this barn. Oh yeah, and it's we got the cast running into this barn for shelter.
Jose, you might want to get a beautiful shot of this so they can see the winter storm that we're in the middle of.
It's all your fault, bro.
So I was maybe on set 3 or 4 days, I would say. And on those days, yes, I would weep because of cold.
I would sum up the environment as cold, and a little bit of cold.
I have always wanted to work with soundtracks in film, and my lucky meeting up with Kelly Tidmore, the producer, brought me into this this project. Working with Jose, I would create a piece of music, and he would listen to it, and he would tell me, "That's not right," and then I would do it until it was right. And I respect a director that knows exactly what he wants.
Well, Jose gave me a knife, a real actual knife, a butcher's knife, and he made me climb stairs up into a loft of a barn. And then he handed me the camera and said, "Hold this." And then he proceeded to also hand me the bullhorn and said, "Hold this as well." So I'm juggling a camera, a bullhorn, and a knife. Jose is brilliant.
We had to get we had to get 2 streets closed down because we had to make it look like this place was isolated. It was a vacant town. Everybody had left.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
So they were quiet in the morning. It was so funny when we arrived because we were counting the cars on the street, and we had gotten permission from the town to close off the road and for the cars to be, the people to be told no parking. But then I think after day 2, people got a little tired that these 2 streets were being closed down, and some people got aggravated by us. Well, basically, I had a scene where I was just eating tomatoes. So that's I remember like it being hard for me not to say anything because I didn't have a speaking role, and I was kind of a little. I wanted to talk more because I like to talk. At one point, Jose says, "Just keep on eating the tomato juice, then you'll be doing something." And I'm like, okay, because it seemed like going on forever. You're eating this tomato juice and tomatoes, and it doesn't taste good.
All right, everybody stop eating. Hold it.
And it was disgusting. I mean, there's times where I felt like throwing up.
Action.
Positive attitudes had everything to do with that film getting done. When you got Mother Nature hating you, and I mean hating you. I mean, one day we don't have enough snow, the next day we got too much snow, the next day we got a winter tornado, the next day we got another winter tornado. We got a blizzard blowing in from the west. We've got, hell and fury coming in from the east. There was just so much that was working against the cast and the crew on the set of Bled White that you talk about whether or not positive attitudes had anything to do with this film getting done. Absolutely.
Yeah. Ching, ching, ching.
And the one thing that I think helped the most is you had Kelly and Jose, both very positive, very energetic,
Yes.
and we're very quick to infuse the cast with that energy.
I have actually worked with Jose twice now, and I mean this sincerely. I would work with him again in a heartbeat. The phrase I used when I finished wrapping the first film was anytime, any place.
Everyone was so dedicated and so into what we were doing and so giving, and it's almost like everything just kind of, you know, came to fruition.
The camaraderie I have with the actors in between scenes, before scenes, after scenes, just hanging out. It's a very casual atmosphere, and everybody's just so easygoing and just friendly, and we're all nice to each other. It's a special relationship.
This is a dynamite film.
Very good.
And I'm very pleased with the finished product.
Yeah, Jose is just a powerful and dynamic. He's a storyteller, and that's one thing where he and I see eye to eye. I like to think of myself as a storyteller, and he decidedly is, and proves it with every script he writes. Kelly's definitely, as a photographer, as someone who's an aspiring actress herself, I mean, we're talking about people with vision and people who are relatively quick to associate with what you got to do. Very positive all around. I mean, Jose, I hope to do 1 million more projects with him, and he can talk me into doing just about anything. That's not an invitation, Gomez. Do you understand me?
Do you feel you have any rage issues?
I don't think so.
Yeah, well...
Are you telling me I have rage issues?
you know, I'm getting kind of sick of this.
You know what, buddy? You did something with me because I wanted to be included.
Jose said me I couldn't get out of it.
I'm just very blessed, I think, to have Jose and the friends that I've made through Bled White.